Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a bit different from my usual content, as you may notice here. This is actually a follow-up video to the Sephora unboxing that I did a few weeks back, where I shared some new skincare products that I was going to try. One of them specifically being a retinol product. It was my very first time trying retinol. Now that I turned 42, kind of succumbed to all of the hype and the marketing around retinol and the anti-aging benefits around it. So I did try it, and after trying it for 3 days, I had a very, very severe bad reaction to my skin. I woke up with a swollen, red, itchy, stingy, painful, dry, flaky face, and that was after 3 nights of using it. Now, the very first mistake that I made was that I used the retinol 3 nights in a row. Now, in hindsight, I realized after doing some research that I should have spaced those applications apart and maybe should have even layered on with my moisturizer, kind of moisturize, then retinol, then moisturize in that way so that it could kind of create a bit of a barrier, but you live and you learn. So I immediately stopped using the retinol product. If you are interested to know exactly which product it was from which brand, then please go back and check out that original video. I'll link it up above. I just don't want to bash that product in particular because while it didn't work for me, I'm sure it works for many other people and it's quite a popular brand. Okay, so here I've got a whole smattering of other skincare products, and what I want to share with you is everything that I learned in the past 10 days from trial and error trying to repair my skin, and from watching probably over 50 different YouTube videos from a variety of dermatologists who really seemed to know what they were saying, and there was a very consistent message in a lot of their videos, so definitely picked up on a pattern that I want to share with you. And I scoured the websites and the internet and did all of my independent research, reading articles. I want to sort of condense that information and share it all with you, no matter what age you are, no matter how you feel about your skin. I feel like we're all trying to keep our skin healthy and looking nice and glowing. And if you do have a negative reaction to any product, let alone retinol, I think that this information will be helpful for you to figure out ways to quickly repair your skin. Okay, so before I get into these products here, I want to say that the first thing that I did was ask my husband to go out and purchase an aloe vera plant, you know, the fresh plant that they sell at like Whole Foods and other supermarkets. And I sliced it open and I took the jelly, sort of like gelatinous portion of the aloe, and I applied it directly to my skin because aloe has so many benefits. It's anti-inflammatory, it supports collagen production, it helps heal burns, right? We put aloe on our skin when we have sunburns. There's a cooling effect to aloe, and I really appreciated the cooling effect because my skin was like hot and burning and itchy. Aloe is also made up of 98% water, so it's super hydrating, and it's just rich in lots of vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, B12. So I did use the aloe directly on my skin. It stung, but I realized that anything would sting at that point because my skin was so raw, so everything was painful. Even just like gently gliding my fingers over my skin would create pain. So at that point, I knew that my skin barrier had been broken and stripped. So I used the aloe vera for, I think it was 3 days. And then I realized I needed to figure out like what products I can also build into my repair regime. And that's where these products come in. So I knew that I needed to stop my Chanel and Fresh and Tatcha and Laneige, like all the products that I had been using for years regularly. I had to stop because none of those products were fragrance free. And any kind of fragrance, no matter how subtle, is going to act as an irritant to your vulnerable skin if it's broken. So I had to research fragrance-free products that were gentle but also like packed with nutrients and vitamins and had restorative ingredients. So this product here is the Cerave Hydrating Facial Cleanser. It's for normal to dry skin. It's supposed to clean but also hydrate and restore your protective skin barrier, which is what I definitely needed. So I have been using this now for about a week, and it is definitely hydrating and soft and gentle. So this one here has 3 essential ceramides, as you can see, And then it also has hyaluronic acid. So just very quickly, a crash course if you're not familiar. Ceramides are fatty acids that help restore skin barrier, which again is what I needed, and also help people with eczema. Now, I don't have eczema, but my skin was so dry that when I saw this symbol that says this product is accepted by the National Eczema Association, I was like, okay, if this works for eczema skin, it'll work for me. And it has been great so far. Then I added this here, which is also from Cerave. And you would think that I'm like promoting Cerave, but I'm telling you, all of my research led me to this brand. So this is the Hydrating Micellar water. And this I only use at night. So I wasn't wearing any makeup. I'm still not wearing any makeup, but I have been wearing sunblock every single day. And I'll share which sunblock I use. The sunblock is mineral based, and I felt like it wasn't really coming off completely with this hydrating facial cleanser, and I just felt icky. So I got this, and as you can see, it says cleanses, hydrates, removes makeup without disrupting the protective skin barrier. And this also has the essential ceramides, and it also has niacinamide. So niacinamide is known to promote skin elasticity, which you don't really have when your skin is dry. So that's bonus to get that in there. And it also helps with redness. My face was very red like a tomato. And eventually, over time, can also address things like hyperpigmentation. So what I do is I would just take a cotton pad, soak it thoroughly with this, wipe it over my face only in the evenings to get the little bit of residue that was left of my sunblock. And then I would just kind of leave it almost like a toner or a softener. You could just leave it to absorb into your skin. And it says here specifically, no rinse formula. So you don't have to rinse it. So once that absorbs, then I basically went on with the lotion. So this is the Cerave Daily Moisturizing Lotion. It also says here for normal to dry skin. Very similar to the cleanser. It has the ceramides. It has the hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is helpful in retaining moisture at the top layers of our skin. Also really supposed to help relieve inflammation, which I was like, okay, that will help me. And helps with tissue repair. So all things that you're going to need if your skin is damaged and feeling raw. Then I took it to another step, and I also got this one here, Cerave Moisturizing Cream. So very, very similar, but this is a lotion. It's a little bit more watery, and this one is a thicker cream version, but very, very similar ingredients. And I just have this little spoon thing from another product, and I use it to scoop it out so I don't stick my fingers in there. I don't want any bacteria getting in there and then exacerbating my skin condition. Okay, so these are the products that I've been using regularly. The other one is this one here, the Eucerin Skin Calming Cream. I found someone talking about this on YouTube specifically to treat retinol burn. And I will say this one is a little bit different in that it has oatmeal. And oatmeal is supposed to be just very calming. So I used this early on, like the first few days when I was super, super itchy and super stingy. So that was really good. But this product here is not non-comedogenic, meaning it could potentially clog pores. It doesn't say if it does or not, but I think that this could clog pores, and I don't want to deal with that. So I've kind of been using this on a need basis, whereas all of the other products here from Cerave are non-comedogenic, meaning they do not clog your pores. Okay, here's the sunblock I promised I would share. This is a mineral-based sunblock I have been using for years. I've actually featured this at least once or twice in previous videos. This is from MD Solar Sciences. By the way, I'll try to link everything down below so it's easy for you to quickly access them if you decide to research or purchase them. So this one has SPF 50, which is recommended by dermatologists. And the reason why I use this one is because it's mineral-based, not chemical-based, and it has 17% zinc oxide. It is probably one of the highest percentages of zinc oxide that I've ever found in a sunblock. Zinc oxide is known to prevent like sunspots, basically on your skin. And there's also 2% titanium dioxide. It is, though, very white and pasty, and that is going to be the case for a lot of the mineral-based sunblocks. That's kind of like the one drawback. The other thing I will say, I'll put that here in case you want to take a look. The other thing I will say is, of my other sort of like designer products from Chanel and Tatcha and Fresh and whatever other products that I've been using, the one that I have been able to continue to use without fear, without pain, has been this one here. I'm almost out, actually. It's from Laneige, and it's the Cream Skin Toner and Moisturizer. It's for normal to dry skin. So actually, after washing my face, I would put this first to kind of soften, and then I would do the lotion and the moisturizer. So lots of layers, but I feel like I needed to put artificial layers on my skin to make up for the skin barrier that I stripped away with the retinol product. So this here is really good for sensitive skin, I will say. So I've been able to use this continuously throughout my sort of ordeal with the reaction. I need to actually replenish this because it's definitely running low. But all of the other products I've completely stopped. Now, I think going forward, I don't want to be wasteful. So the products that had been working fine for me in the past that I paid a lot of money for, I'm going to use up once my skin is completely repaired and feeling healthy and strong again. I will use up my Chanel, I will use up my Tatcha, I will use up my Fresh products, etc. But I have a feeling going forward, once those products are depleted, I'm actually going to go back to this regimen here. It's very simple. The ingredients are just so jam-packed with nutrients and proven to be beneficial by so many dermatologists out there. And they're accessible because you can get them from any drugstore. They're probably like a quarter of the price, if that, of the designer skincare products. And if they're doing such a good job for my skin while it's so raw and vulnerable right now, I think that when my skin is healthy, I could see even more benefits. After doing the Sephora unboxing, I got a lot of comments from many of you asking me to build in more skincare videos or beauty videos on my channel. I think it's kind of hard to do because I don't show my face on my channel, so it's tricky to build that type of content in. But this, I definitely wanted to share because I feel like it could benefit many of you, whether you have a retinol reaction or any kind of reaction to a skincare product that is just not a good match for you. That's it for today. I hope that this was helpful. Please let me know if it was in the comments down below. If you have any other tips or recommendations or even questions, please share with us so we can all learn from one another. And if you are new to my channel, typically I share more like luxury fashion content, but I do sprinkle in a little bit of skincare and beauty, finance, lifestyle. So if you enjoy this, then I would appreciate you considering hitting that subscribe button and joining our community. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.